Hello, my name is Sean. Welcome to the channel, and today I want to do something that I've been wanting to do ever since I started the channel, and that's to show you what I typically shoot these videos on, and that's with this Sony ZV-E10 Mark II. Now, I'm going to tell you why I picked this over, let's say, the more affordable ZV-10 or the Canon, Nikon, or Sigma cameras. And first, why I picked this over the ZV-10. Now, I picked this over the ZV-10 because I wanted to the more modern menu from Sony cameras. From what I understand, the ZV-10's menu is the older menu, so it's a lot harder to navigate. It's not a touchscreen, so you have to use the little knob on that camera to navigate through the menu. I didn't want to have to deal with that. This camera menu is easy for me to use. I heard that some people saying that it's hard to navigate. As a new camera user, I find this quite easy to use. I can find everything I want from this camera and get to it and pretty damn fast for somebody who's never used a mirrorless camera or Sony camera before. Now, another reason why I chose this camera over the ZV-E10 is because of the battery. This camera has the bigger battery that has twice the battery life as that camera. Now, this battery isn't immortal. It doesn't last forever. It lasts for around an hour and 30 minutes or hour and 45 minutes, depending on what you're shooting. So while it is bigger and more, it has more life than the camera that this is replacing, it's still, not the longest lasting battery ever. Like, this camera has died on me plenty of times before when I've sat down and started yapping about cameras. Now, another reason why I chose this camera over the ZV-E10 is because I wanted that 10-bit color. Now, I'm new to this space. I don't know much about the color ranges for cameras. What I understand is the 8-bit cameras have 10 million colors, while the 12-bit or the 10-bit camera has a billion different colors, and a billion is greater than 10 million, so I needed that color range for the type of stuff that I like to film, and I'm more of like a colorist anyways when it comes to doing things like that with my cameras or my art. I just like the wide range of colors and being able to use them in the way that I see fit and have them look the way I see when I'm looking at the things that I'm filming or drawing. Now, the reason why I picked this camera over Nikon, Canon, or Sigma is because I wanted this Sony E-mount. From what I understand, Sony has been using the E-mount since the very first mirrorless camera, and that means that there's going to be a ton of older camera lenses that I can try for not too much money and still be able to fit them to this camera without using adapter. So I really like that part of this camera. Now, I bought this camera body only. When I paid for this camera, the price was $999, so over $1,000 after taxes, body only. And weeks after I bought this camera, literally the price went up by $200 because of tariffs. This camera went from $1,000 to $1,199. Now, today's news with the tariffs being struck down by the Supreme Court, the prices of this have come down significantly. They're back down to $1,000. I don't know how long that'll last because, 1 minute they could be back to what the prices was pre-tariff, back to tariffs being hiking the price up even further depending on how petty our president wants to get. So there's that to deal with. If you live here in America, you will face some tariffs on your cameras that have parts that come from foreign countries or are manufactured in foreign companies. It's sad to say because things like this were, supposed to be immune from the tariffs, but I guess they changed their minds because the price of this went sky high shortly after I bought it. But right now, the prices are back down to $1,000 as of the recording of this video in was it late mid-February 2026. So yeah, I bought this camera body only, which means I had to get a lens. And the lens that I chose was this Tamron 20mm. Now I picked this lens because most of my videos are like this talking head videos where I sit here in my chair, I pick up a product, and I yap about it. And to me, this 20mm lens was the perfect lens for that. Now, a lot of the content creators, YouTubers that tell you what type of lenses you should use for your channel as a first-time YouTuber, they recommend a 24 or 30mm, and I went with this because the price. This cost me $240 on Amazon, and yeah, I don't regret a single penny spent because this is my favorite lens. It's also one of the two lenses I actually own, but yeah, it does everything I need. The only issue I really have with it is the autofocus is quite loud. It doesn't pick up when I'm shooting my videos, but I can hear it when I'm sitting here. When I move back and forth, I can hear it going in and out, in and out. The motor on this thing is quite loud, but I enjoy it. It does everything I needed to do, and I'm not mad whatsoever. And for the price, you know, you really can't beat this. Now, some other people might want to try something different. I'm not going to recommend this to anybody because I don't know what anybody's situation is. But for somebody who's new to mirrorless cameras like I am, this was, you know, the perfect first lens for me. Now, with that said, I do shoot other styles of content on this channel, especially dealing with talking about tech, and that's why I bought this was it 16 to 50 kit lens from Sony on eBay for around, I want to say $150, give or take. And yeah, I like to use this for my top-down videos because I can adjust this to exactly where I want it over my desk without having to readjust my pole position or my tripod or anything like that. I can just zoom in and get the shot that I want and be satisfied with it. The one thing I don't like is the auto zoom or the autofocus on this camera. I think the autofocus is garbage. It is what it is. It could be something I'm doing that's making it garbage, but the autofocus on this lens is not the best. I had to fight it a lot, and you've probably seen it in some of my top-down videos with the autofocus just trying to grab. It's doing a lot of focus breathing and then not getting the focus that this lens gets. When I bring things close to this lens, it automatically focuses in and draws into that item where you can see it clearly. This one, it fights. It doesn't want to grab focus when I'm using it. Now, another thing that I have for this camera that I took it out of, and I don't know where I sat it. Oh, and that's this cage. I bought this cage maybe a few months into owning the camera because I want to protect my camera, and I wanted to rig my camera because, you know, when you're rig your camera, you look more professional, and I want to look like I know what I'm doing when I'm recording videos for my YouTube channel. And then I want to be able to do different things like add a battery or add a microphone or add a monitor to my camera rig. So, you know, I bought this cage, and this is a small rig cage for the Zv-10 Zv E10 Mark II. And yeah, this thing, you know, it's 2 points of contact, whatever. And yeah, I have small hands, so this is supposed to be able to help me grip the camera, but it actually doesn't because my hands are so, medium sized. It makes it harder for me to grip this. And I also keep a quick release plate here to do POV videos like this, and I keep a quick release plate here so I can attach it to my um, tripod, or if I want to use my rig that I put together, quickly attach it to my rig, and then quickly attach it to my V-mount battery when this battery actually, you know, dies. So yeah, this is one of the purchases I made, and it's usually in this cage. I don't take it out this cage. I only took it out this cage to make this video to show you this camera. Now, that is basically it. This is the main thing that this channel is built on. This is my main driver, the main force, and without it, I basically don't have this channel. I invested everything that I had in this camera, in this setup, and yeah, I don't regret any bit of it. I knew as soon as I had the idea to make this channel that I needed a camera to make it possible. Even if this channel was a failure, I don't care, because it's giving me the opportunity to learn new things. I built a camera rig for the first time. I'm probably make a video about that and show y'all what I have on my camera rig and how I put it together and what it costs. And yeah, I can use this to stream, which I plan on doing in the future, and I can use this to do YouTube shorts when I want to. I've done that in past videos, and you really can't beat it. For the price that I paid, $1,000 for the body, yeah, no regrets. I probably could have went with the cheaper, more affordable ZV-E10 Mark 1 and still got the same quality of videos that I shoot and have the same feeling about, really enjoying using the camera. But I think a lot of the downsides of that camera would probably piss me off, like the smaller batteries, the 8-bit colors, the menus. But I think I probably still would have been satisfied with it overall. And I'm just, happy that I was able to go out and listen to my gut and buy this before, the market went sky high, before terrorists started beating people over the head, before I wasn't financially able to afford this. I bought this at a time where I thought my job was guaranteed, and then the market went to hell and I was laid off, and yeah, now I'm doing this. So I'm glad I fought my gut and actually went out and did a thing. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This is the camera I use to typically film the videos for this channel. Right now, you're seeing this on my iPhone 17 Pro. Hopefully the quality is up to the standard that I'm used to, and I didn't ruin it by, yapping and moving around like I'm doing. I'm not, used to doing this. It's kind of one of those things I'm gonna have to grow into as a content creator. And yeah, what do you guys think of the ZV-E10 II? Do you like it? Do you love it? Or do you prefer a Canon camera for the Canon colors, or you a Nikon shooter? Or do you use Sigma or any of the other camera companies out there? Or you an iPhone shooter, a Samsung shooter, an Android shooter? Let me know, because there's some things I don't know. There's a lot of things I don't know, especially about mirrorless cameras. I'm trying to learn, and the only way I can learn is if somebody teaches me, and or I have to teach myself, and I'm not a great teacher. So if you like videos like this, you know, subscribe to the channel, like if you like the video, and then come with me and see what I can do with this cage, this camera, and some of the pieces I got laying around here for a rig. With that said, I'll catch you guys in the next